We here, y'all. We is here. By the title and thumbnail that you're reading, yes, it's true. And I feel like maybe this is all a setup. You know, I know we all was on the verge of like, Quiet on Set might be like one of the best things that can stick out. But what is Quiet on Set doing to actually help these victims? And they don't really care about things getting resolved. They care more about making the money and monetizing off of these actors' demands. A lot of people know her name as Raquel Lee. She's acted in plenty of Disney films. One of the most popular ones that you all might know is called The Amanda Show. This is one of my childhood crushes on just Disney in general when I was younger. She was also an actor on a voice actor on the Proud Family movie, Proud Family Louder. You also got the Huleys. Like, it was a lot of the early 2000s, late 1990 shows that she was on. And she was, like I said, she was an amazing actor. But supposedly she came out to expose what's really going on the show that's on Netflix that you all know that's been going viral called Quiet on Set. But before we get into anything, I want to give a huge shout out to these 4 supporters right now that have showed some love. Man, I genuinely appreciate you all for showing some love below and being one of the first people to comment. So if you all want to shout out, you know what to do. And I got a new mic setup. You know, I ain't got the microphone, or I'm working on a wireless mic. So y'all let me know how y'all think of the audio. But let's get into it right now. Hit that like button. Let's get this video 10,000 likes. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, man. The more subscribes, we almost to 1 million. So let's get to it. Let's go.
You want me to share my story, but you don't want to involve me in the actual narrative of change? No.
Raquel Lee was calling out the people behind Quiet on Set, the dark side of kids' TV. The Amanda Show alum who appeared in the Investigation Discovery docuseries detailing alleged inappropriate behavior by producers at the network is speaking out about her negative experience participating in the show, taking to TikTok April 10th to share that she was misled about what the series was actually about.
You don't even tell me what type of documentary that I'm going to be a part of. You never question whether or not this is going to be triggering for me.
Raquel then slams the way the final installment of the documentary was handled. While Quiet on Set was initially meant to be just a 4-part series, a 5th episode, which aired April 7th, featured a panel discussion with Nickelodeon alumni Giovanni Samuels and Brian Hearn. During the episode, a never-before-seen clip of Raquel talking about a sketch she filmed for The Amanda Show, in which main star Amanda Bynes was allegedly made to continuously spit on her, was aired.
Yeah, I know Amanda Bynes, man. She's going through the same thing. So the Amanda Show, Amanda Bynes is going through it right now. And she already spoke up about things, you know, and she was one of the actors on the Amanda Bynes Show as well, who's also speaking. So that's just a little, you know, eye to eye that y'all can see.
There was a scene we were doing, it was called The Literals. And every time I said spit it out, she would spit what was in her mouth, whether it was the water or whatever, like directly in my face. Everybody thought it was so funny. Ha, ha, ha. Everybody's laughing. Me, I did not find it funny. The 3rd time, I was like infuriated. Like, I was so mad that the director hurried and put me on the side of the set and was like, listen, Raquel, breathe in, breathe out. She's the star of the show. He said, don't make too much of a problem. I'm gonna ask her not to spit in your face, but you have to keep your cool.
However, the 37-year-old reveals that producers never told her she would be appearing in the 5th episode, nor did they invite her to the panel discussion.
You tell me, oh, you're going to be in episodes number 1 and number 4. And then you call me the day that the 5th episode is about to come out and you say, hey, by the way, just to let you know, you're also in the 5th episode. But you forgot to say, oh, and we're also going to be having a panel discussion to talk about where you are today and how we can move forward. You want me to share my story, but you don't want to involve me in the actual narrative of change?
True.
No.
Raquel ends her emotional video saying she's done with acting, no longer wants to talk about the controversial docuseries, and feels that the Quiet on Set producers took advantage of her.
Quiet on Set, they did the same thing that the industry always does. They get what they want from you, and then they're done. I can't do it anymore. I've given it all I can. I don't have nothing else. The show, I don't want to talk about it. I'm going to get back to my family, my businesses. That's what I'm focused on. Because this industry, y'all can have it.
E! News has reached out to the producers of Quiet on Set and Investigation Discovery for comment and has not yet heard back.
I bet. And these folks, they be trying to get rich off of people to like trauma. You get what I'm saying? Let's look at her TikTok too, because I actually we're gonna look at her TikTok because I'm positive they said that she posted everything on TikTok, so we can look at all the videos that she posted. Okay, we're gonna look at this one.
I'm done. Last night, the Quiet on Set producers or the team had a huge discussion. Everybody was gonna, I guess, come together to talk about the documentary. Do you think they invited me? Do you think that they even thought about inviting me to this type of discussion? And let me tell you what my problem is with this industry. Quiet on Set, they did the same thing that the industry always does. They get what they want from you, and then they're done. Never did they think that I would want to be at a discussion like that or a part of a discussion like that. Like,
right.
Really? This has actually been a very, very difficult thing for me to face. This is what has happened in my career over and over again. This industry has done nothing but hurt me left and right from since I was a child. Okay? It is what it is. And I'm tired. I'm tired of the people in this industry. I don't care for an audition. I don't care to be on nobody's set. I don't care for nobody to recognize me for the work that I've done quiet on set. First of all, you don't even tell me what type of documentary that I'm going to be a part of. You never question whether or not this is going to be triggering for me. Okay, that's number one. Number two, it comes out and you tell me, oh, you're going to be in episodes number 1 and number 4. And then
Wait. They didn't tell her? But you're monetizing off of this lady's traumatic situations. And then when she offered to actually help and get deeper to get a resolution to help all of these victims, they denied it. That is crazy. That is crazy. If you think about it, they probably wanted to have the big names there that can possibly give them the most coverage, if that makes sense.
And then you call me the day that the 5th episode is about to come out and you say, hey, by the way, just to let you know, you're also in the 5th episode. But you forgot to say, oh, and we're also going to be having a panel discussion to talk about where you are today and how we can move forward. You want me to share my story, but you don't want to involve me in the actual narrative of change?
That's true.
No, I can't do it anymore. I've given it all I can. I don't have nothing else. The show, I don't want to talk about it. I'm going to get back to my family, my businesses. That's what I'm focused on. Because this industry, y'all can have it. I'm done.
Let me hold on. I can hear in her voice, y'all. And I want y'all to do something down below. Pray for this young girl. Well, pray for this grown woman. This could be your mother. This can be your sister. This can be your daughter. This can be your auntie. Pray for her, because I've never felt so much emotion just come from one individual speaking on a situation like this. Like, she was dead serious. How you're not going to inform me that you're going to drop the episode, and then on top of that, you don't even tell me there's a panel. But you want to monetize off of my stuff and then have a panel discussion and not even invite the person who's sharing their traumatic situation out to the world. How can you be that type of individual? So I can see that. I can definitely see why she's upset. And it really seemed like that she didn't even try to be as, what's that called, emotional throughout this entire segment. It didn't even seem like she tried to be as emotional. Like she was fighting her tears. And that is sad. Quiet on Set, they've been quiet. I ain't been hearing nothing like from a little while from them. Let's see, when was this? I used to be so mad at this dude. I'm like, bro, why you talking to my girl, bro? I used to be so mad at him, bro. But this was her on Amanda's show. And you know, twins. Yeah. the shows that she was in. Yep. So it's just going through. All right. Let's see what else has she.
Hey guys, I needed a break from this documentary. I needed a break from my pain. I needed a break from the disappointment, but I'm back. I need to say thank you. You guys do not understand how much of a therapy session we went through on that last video. I have felt more connection with my TikTok fam than the actual people that I shared my story with. Something's not right. If we're not moving the conversation forward, and we're not talking about how to protect the future kids who are going to be in the industry, then what are we doing here? You cannot change something that you've never experienced. You cannot know what to look for if it never happened to you. You cannot take someone's trauma and you cannot take their story and shape it the way that you want to get the story out that you want out. It's not fair. We need child actors speaking up. It's not fair to the rest of the children who are going to enter into this industry without the proper knowledge of how to protect themselves from predators on set.
It's true.
That to me is why I question why you silence people like Alexa, like myself, instead of really putting us in the room and saying, guys, how in the world are we going to change what we just shocked the world with? That is where I feel so disconnected from this project.
It's true. Like what is the meaning for the project? What is the end goal? And I feel like that's basically what she's talking about. Like there gotta be an end goal to what we are putting out here. We're not just gonna be spreading this information just so it can get swept under the rug within a year. Like let's help the youth that's in this situation right now prevent this. Let's come up with something that can help and prevent kids in the future from going through something traumatic like they did, because they need that help. You get what I'm saying? So I can understand why she even frustrated. Like, what is the end goal? What are we sharing these stories for? This stuff ain't for fun. Like, this is traumatic, and y'all making money off of it. So what are we finna do? I feel her on that.
That's where my hurt comes from. The only people who should be speaking out right now for child laws and protection on set are people who have had the experience themselves. We can sit up here and talk all day long about the unfortunate things that happened on Nickelodeon, that happened to me, things that happened to Drake and so many other actors. If we've never addressed the issues that have been happening to children in the past on set, can you imagine what's going on today?
Man,
I don't even want to think about it. We're just now starting this conversation?
Right.
That scares me. We're just now seeing survivors come out and say, hey, enough is enough. But we're in our 30s. What about the next generation? Are we not asking ourselves, how do we protect them? How do we keep them from going through the things that some of us went through as kid actors? Trust me, if it used to happen then, it is still happening now. Because we are just now entering into this chat. Let's not let this just completely go away and we forget about it and nothing changes. Instead of spending my time being upset at the way that I was mishandled, I prefer to put my energy into actually speaking out about the need for more child protection laws on set. How do we make sure that we don't have more and more of these stories coming up? What do you think? How should we approach this? And how can we be the most effective together and make sure that all of our voices are heard in order to ignite change? Together, we can do this. Hey guys, I needed a break from...
That's true. That is true. And I'm glad she was able to let them emotions out, man. Let me tell you something, bro. A lot of people don't realize that a lot of stuff like this can be therapy for a lot of people. Like a lot of people just think therapy means you go in a room and talk to a person. Therapy is different for everybody. Some people like to get fried. Some people like to play basketball. Some people like to play the game. Some people like to read. Excuse me. Some people like to go on walks. Everybody therapy is a little different, and that's basically what she needed. She was able to come down into a state of mind to where we all can understand and accept as far as what she was saying, even though she know that it's very emotional. You know what I'm saying? So it is weird, I will say, to know that Quiet on Set hasn't said anything about a GoFundMe. They should have did this when everything was popping. When everything first came on, at the end, the beginning of every episode, it should have been like a $5 million something raised to where as much coverage as they have, it could have been one person, each person that watched it could have donated $1. It would have been over $20-30 million raised for this type of program to prevent and make these laws and get these lawyers paid to make sure that these children are safe.
Hey guys. Woo! Wow. Realize that it's not only Drake. He's not the only. Let's do it for the kids. Because I know I deserved it. I know Drake deserved it. I know all the other kids who've been affected that what happened was not right. But also to start holding people accountable. Because what happens is we constantly protect the predator. And the victim is the one who silently suffers for the rest of their life. I don't want that to be me, and I really don't wish it on anybody else. So thank you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your stories with me. Thank you for helping me not feel alone in this situation. All of my fellow actors and film people that were a part of the Quiet on Set documentary, just know that we're all in this together, guys, and this can't be it. Let's do it for the kids. Because I know I deserved it. I know Drake deserved it. I know all the other kids who've been affected in this industry deserve it. This can't be the end of this conversation. Something has to change.
And it seemed like this being her mind. This was posted in January, February. This was posted in March. You know what I'm saying? Like, this seemed like this been her mind since she even thought to come onto the show. Like, this has to be a bigger purpose. She thought, think about this, chat. And this is something I want you all to realize. Bro, she thought to really, let's say, to put her traumatic situation out to the world in hopes to save millions of other kids who are in the situation like her with being a child actor once upon a time. Like, she decided to be the pawn. Let's say that. She decided to be the one that chose to speak out and put sensitive information out into the world. Millions of people in hopes to save thousands, potentially millions of other kids. That is a true soldier. And just because she's a woman don't mean anything. Drake is a true soldier. She's a true soldier. Everybody outside of just even Nickelodeon who have the ability to speak up on something this serious is a soldier. You know what I'm saying? And just because you don't speak up don't mean that you're not a soldier. Building that tolerance, and it will come out soon. And hopefully you seeing these soldiers speak in situations like encourage you to come out and actually speak situations that potentially happen to you. Well, like she said, I'm gonna be honest. If Quiet on Set put all this stuff online and did not speak about it at all, bro, they got some other stuff to worry about. I'm gonna be honest. Because it has to be an end goal. It has to be something that's more prominent to exposing this type of information out to millions of people. But y'all let me know what y'all want to do about this down below. I know what I want to do. I want to help with it, whatever GoFundMe they have set up or whatever Quiet on Set has set up. Because I haven't been hearing anything on them lately. They've been pretty quiet. But if they come out with something they can help, they can put an end or at least put, not saying that, you know, they still probably go find a way to do messed up things, but it can help. Like, one less kid make a big difference. Some people think when problems and laws get made that everybody has to stop, you don't understand the lives that could be saved. Even if it's not everybody, it started. And it's less than what it used to be. Because just imagine, like, stuff ain't being talked about like that for real in years. So I know Hollywood is panicking right now. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts and opinions on this down below. If there's any update that y'all have on these situations of what they doing, please let me know, because I would love to donate personally myself, even if it's $1 from you all. Like, you don't understand how big this is that she even talked about. You know, so see you all tomorrow. Know we upload all the time. Let me know what y'all think about the quality of the audio as well. If anything was chopping out, you don't like the audio, you want to go back to the microphone, I will. This is just something new. I like the hands-free stuff, bro. I feel more like myself. It feels fake when I gotta sit here and put my mouth into a microphone, and it just be getting annoying. But y'all let me know what y'all think about the audio. I see you all tomorrow. Let's go. And one more thing before we go, I just want to say prayers out to her and everybody who was potentially affected by this and just in general in the world. Prayers, y'all make sure y'all comment that down below. 1 like equals 1,000 prayers. Let's go.